Okay, welcome back to another Camo Cook segment. You know, I get a lot of people ask me what's a good way to get the best out of the meat that you're getting when you shoot a deer, because I know a lot of people, you know, it all depends on the deer's diet. If you get those up north woods, they eat a lot of tree bark and their flavor isn't as good as those good corn-fed deer. I've got a way to maximize the flavor of your steaks. So I'm going to show you this trick here. Well, first of all, I got a deer the other day. This is what you'd call, I guess, a center round. It's off the rear. I do all my bone butchering. This is a roast off the rear quarter, and I left it whole, cleaned it up. I left some of the silver skin on there, but just kind of like a protection. I'm going to be dry aging this, so I'll show you a little bit step by step on how I go about dry aging my venison. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my roast and just throw it in a bowl, and then what I got is lemons. Cut that over and juice the lemon right over the top of that. Massage that oil or that lemon juice into it, and then I'm going to place it right on a rack. What I got is I got a cookie sheet with a little drying or a cookie cooling rack, so it's going to sit up like that. You want it to be completely exposed to all air on the around all sides. So if you put it directly onto the cookie sheet, you're going to have that portion that's not exposed to air. What the lemon juice is going to do is it's going to almost cook the outside. It's going to dry it off. It's going to make it's going to build a casing around this. So what you're going to see after a couple of days is the outside of the roast is going to start to dry up. Now after a week or two of just sitting like this right in your fridge, do not wrap it. It'll almost get like shoe leather on the outside. It'll be really hard. You can sit there, you can tap it. It may even grow mold if you leave it in there for long enough. Do not worry about that. Red meat is hermetically sealed, which means the bacteria isn't going to penetrate into the meat. When you're done dry aging it, however long you want to do it, you want to do it for just a few days. If you want to do it for a week, 2 weeks. I'm probably going to do this 2 weeks just to kind of show you the process, show you what it looks like. If you've ever been in a dry aging room of a high-end steak joint, those steaks look atrocious. They got mold growing on them, they look disgusting. You trim off the outside and the inside is just perfect. What happens is it starts to dry out, and when it dries, it sucks the moisture out. The moisture evaporates out of it. What you're left with is all the flavor. It's going to concentrate the flavors. You know, when you cut into a steak and it bleeds all over your plate, this isn't going to have as much moisture content as those regular steaks. When you cut into this, it's not going to bleed out. It's going to be pure meat. It's going to be concentrated flavor, and it's going to be delicious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to check back in on a couple of days. I'm going to bring you with, and we can see step by step the process, and you can see how it goes. So yeah, this is one way to get the best bang for your buck when it comes to the venison that you harvested this season. Try dry aging. You're gonna lose some weight, but trust me, it's delicious. All right, see you back on step 2. Alright, thanks for checking back. It's been a couple of days since I started that dry aging venison, and I just wanted to check back with you guys and show you what it's been like. After a couple of days in the fridge, just left unwrapped. Here, I'll show you guys. If you notice, the outside has started to really dry up and it's got a skin-like appearance. There's no moisture on it. And roll it over, same way. It's forming a nice protective barrier that's going to just seal it up and completely encase it. So yeah, when it starts getting dark like that and starts hardening up, don't be worried, it's doing what it's supposed to do. So again, in a few more days, I'm going to break it back out of my fridge, and I'm going to jump back up here and show you guys what it's like in just say about 3 more days. If you've been following along with us over the past couple of videos, I've been showing you step by step how I dry age my venison and the kind of stages it goes through as it's drying. Well, if you look back, we started this last Sunday, so this is the day number 8 of the dry aging process, and I got it right here. I can see exactly how it transformed there. If you notice, it does have a really hard, dry outer layer. But let me show you something here. Just because I'm going to be carving this up tonight, I'm going to take a little slice off here. Turn on my light here. Now, before you go through and cut your steaks, you're going to be wanting to go through and trim off the shoe leather, so to speak, and what you got left below it is perfect meat. Now, like I said in the first installment, red meat's pretty much hermetically sealed. The bacteria, after a long time, as long as it's kept in the right way, it'll take forever to get to the inside of the meat. It's like cheese, slice off the old stuff. And you can even do that when you get done cutting the steaks. Say you go through and cut your steak out, trim off the outside, the shoe leather parts. It's not the most tenderest part, but what you're left with underneath is this really flavorful meat that's not going to just bleed out on the table and lose all its juices on you. Cut it with a spoon kind of thing. So I'm going to cook this thing up tonight for me, the wife, and the stepson Travis, and I'm sure you'll be seeing pictures of it. So give dry aging a shot on your venison. Trust me, you'll do great things with it. So just follow my procedure, and good luck with it. If you have any comments and try it, let me know. Hit me up, and definitely drop me pictures of what you're doing with your venison.